Good evening, viewers. I welcome you to our session tonight. Tonight I'm with Attorney Chuchu Nchunga. I'm your host, Bubedi Masie. Good evening. Chuchu, good evening to you too.
Good evening, ma'am. It's been a long time.
Oh yes, it has been indeed. So, Mr. Nchunga, I would like to get your views about the new Botswana. What do you think about it?
The new Botswana, where all Botswana are cared for and loved by the president, a government of human rights, a government of change, an inclusive cabinet, a Botswana where the atmosphere smells good, there is no hatred in the air, there is no intolerance, nobody beating people at the kotla or preventing them from using their kotla. A Botswana where citizens now love BTV, even those who had stopped watching BTV, now they watch it. A Botswana where we believe in a new way of public procurement and tendering, no more tenderpreneurs. Indeed, it's a new dawn. It's a new Botswana, opportunities for all Botswana, and a lot of new and firsts. Yes, the new Botswana.
So, Attorney Chuchu Nchunga, the nation builder, is the new government keeping its manifesto?
That is a very good and profound question. Better answered by all Botswana. But I'll just give my personal view and what I've seen when I scan the social media environment. Definitely the increase for the pensioners to 1.4 was well received. Of course, people were waiting for the 1.8, but many pensioners that I met at the post office, they were smiling because of the increase. From what I see, the students, they seem not to be excited by the delay. They like the promises, but I think from what I've seen on social media, they seem to feel unease because it has taken long. There has been a lot of things which have happened, which are new. The decision by His Excellency the President to intervene in the case of the man of the soil who was in the mortuary for years, it gladdened a lot of Botswana to see the President fulfilling his heart and passion for human rights, especially for the marginalized people. The speedy decision to remove people who were prohibited from entering Botswana, Bomalema and others, it gladdened a lot of people. The coming back from South Africa of ski, Koskolo, was one of those things which gladdened Botswana, and the way he was received by the new government, the celebration at the Serowe Stadium and Kotla, and the recent withdrawal of some of the litigation, which was felt to be unfair. There's been a lot of changes, and currently, of course, although there has been some resistance, the constitutional amendment and the introduction of the the debate that is going on to introduce the Constitutional Court. Of course, that one I accept that there is a debate as to the methodology. Should we do a comprehensive or should we do what we can chew? But personally, I'm excited that there's been a lot of changes, a lot. The biggest for me is the fact that no senior government official was unlawfully or unfairly fired. Of all the things that the new government has done, that one touches me very, very closely. Because look, this is a new government and they've been in the opposition and they're coming in. People were scared that they were going to be fired because it had become a culture. Senior government officials, you fire, even at night. You just fire. So people are happy that no, this new government doesn't seem to be concerned about trivialities and vindictiveness. If you deliver, they keep you. But of course, for me, the other big first forensic audit. One forensic audit. Yeah, forensic audit is mega big. Because it's not a question of where you just close your eyes over it. No, these are professionals. So I think professional forensic audit is a very professional way of doing things. So to answer your question, some of the manifesto promises they are keeping, some they are taking a while, but I think I would leave it to Botswana for me. Can we start judging the new government in 9 months?
It's 10. This is the 10th month.
10th month. I don't know. I think it's a bit too early. I think half of the tenure, 2.5, would be a good place to say, my suggestion is let's give them a chance. Let's give them time. I mean, you gave the other group 58 years. You want another 10 months. No. Now I'll start getting worried after 2.5 years. For now, I'm excited. Happy when you give somebody a chance to change the country. You should give them that space. Let's give the new formation space so that they are free to change the country spectacularly. What I like is that His Excellency said one of two things can happen. Either he's going to mess the country spectacularly or change it for the better spectacularly. So we know that we can expect any of those two. But I'm hoping that it will be the positive, changing Botswana for better spectacularly. Yes, ma'am.
So in your view, what are the areas that need improvement?
There are many. Of course, personally, I believe that interaction with Botswana should be key because the UDC is new. They've never run any country. So despite the beautiful manifesto promises, we have to accept that they are new. So the only way they can do a good job is to make sure that the Botswana who voted them, they interact. I hear a few people, some of my friends, but hey, comrades, since they took over, it's so difficult to have an appointment with them. And so now my advice is interact with the people. That one, it can make or break a new government. If you lose touch with the people, then you are losing touch with reality, because your reality is the people. The ordinary people make sure that you visit them at their kotlas, you visit them in their districts. The best president is a president who interacts with these people. The best government is a government that interacts with the people. Whatever method, whether it's being more visible, traveling the whole country, or using the radio. Batswana barata radio. So when you allow them to speak to you, whether it's daily or weekly, they should have a chance to talk to you directly. And then, of course, because already one-on-one, maybe they're not practical, you allow them to sit down with you in your office. So
there's someone you are around them, Matata, what had any perihin yet.
Nyahone Malasin, Malatel Mohon, but Slomos on Botata. So that is the second area. The situation on the ground, life is hard out there. That one is true. So I don't know what they can do, or they will do quickly. Botswana more because the economy is really, life is harsh. That one is true. I agree with him. So that's the second one. Area of improvement is the economy.
And maybe you're gonna know that from personal experience. Hey,
well, if suspension is not a solution, but the solution is replacement. When you remove certain initiatives, what better ones are you bringing? So let's hope they have something better, because people were benefiting. It was not much, but at least people could count on it. So the replacements should come quickly, because life out there is hard, and the situation on the ground is harsh.
Yes.
Some people don't even know where their next meal is going to come from. That's how difficult it is. GBV, I know there are many beautiful initiatives, but it has not gone down. So that's another area. Interaction with the church. I believe that as the church is praying for His Excellency, the new government, the cabinet, God speaks. So now say interacting with the church should be a priority. These men and women of God, but they have answers from God, divine answers. Some of the things has said consultant.
Like as it says, Attorney, from our national anthem, and I so very much believe that Botswana was spot on. We are a God-believing nation.
Yes, so tabadimo batswaneng, tabadimo bathong, mebile dikarabo dimo bathong ba modimo le modimo. So it means the leaders, busy as they are, they should find time to sit down with the ordinary Motswana, that old lady, that youth, or that uncle or square. Don't despise the ordinary person.
Yes.
And don't despise the men and women of God. They can come up with solutions which you never expected, which the experts cannot bring. Besides Bonnet, they are not going to charge you any consultancy fee. They just sit down with you and say, the Lord says. Jehovah.
So kanya type ra dimara na gore it is not bad. I give me ile ha ha Honorable Chombo a tsena mo setirong ba tla re gore ministry wa gagwe ba ne ba biditse letsholo ba re go bua national prayer. It seemed like many were not pleased gore ba feel gore ka re she's not doing anything to address it. What else do you think can be done? Well,
the issue of GBV is complex, and obviously it's a very emotional topic, so we should agree to disagree, because it's something, when it happens, there is pain, it affects people deeply, so you find that sometimes we tend not to agree. But personally, I think the government is doing a lot, because just like HIV/AIDS, GBV has been mainstreamed. In other words, it's multi-sectoral, interministerial. They are involving the faith sector. Mahosi are trained and they are involved, and this on the radio. Or the GBV has become mainstreamed into everything that we do. Now, the only thing that I believe is missing is incorporating individual initiatives, because there is an ordinary Botswana there who has got a suggestion or an initiative, and obviously bapuso if there was a way of gathering all those personal initiatives and encompassing them in their plans, I think we can go far. And then the final one, because I'm a creative, the singers, ba drama, ba comedy, correct, all of them, the creatives, if you can involve them when it comes to passing the message, they can do a better job more than all the other sectors.
Oh yes.
So I believe that that's one area where we can really try to collaborate and include the creatives. But at the end of the day, my biggest conviction, other than blaming the government, the ministry or department agenda, blaming this one, so now I'm a great believer in personal initiative. That's my biggest passion. What have I done for my country within the space of anti-GBV or fighting GBV? So that's my greatest passion. That's why I have decided to join in the war against GBV, using all that I have. When I was as an individual.
Say, if you were to meet His Excellency the President for 10 to 15 minutes, what would you tell him?
Of course, I'll start by saying, Your Excellency, congratulations on your new assignment of being the #1 citizen. And thank you for promising Botswana where nobody's listening to us, because we were living under fear. Some of us, we knew that we were under surveillance for what I don't know. And thank you that none of my former colleagues, senior government officials, has been unfairly and unlawfully fired. Just for the fun. You are a true father. Keep up the good work, and I will congratulate him for not harassing his predecessor. I will congratulate him for not harassing his predecessor. He said very beautiful things about the former president at the inauguration and other gatherings. But I would say, Your Excellency, 3 things. The processes, the government processes are too slow. The president is preaching agility and speed, but how is it not officing the processes are too slow. And personally, I believe that if we get it right on the processes, within 3 months to 18 months, we can generate 50,000 jobs. And I can prove it through calculations. There are certain processes, if we get them right, between 3 months and 18 months, we can generate 50,000 jobs. Yes. But otherwise, I would encourage His Excellency to continue being inclusive and not discriminating other Botswana. His cabinet says it all, very inclusive. The atmosphere in the country is that of peace and harmony. And change. Change. He should concentrate his energies on building Botswana. Botswana are tired. We need to concentrate our energies on building Botswana. That 15 minutes, I'll definitely utilize it.
Yes, before I get to our final question.
Sepako, that is.
I make ya di private ka mafoki e tla diragala kgotsa e ne le go ngwa ka ditlhopho tsa rona a re nne re shorogele gore tse di tla apara tshiamo kgotsa jang.
Or at the minimum wage? Well, I think, like I said earlier, beautiful promises, beautiful manifesto promises, but some of them, people on the ground are saying, what's all back? I care people were expecting. So they are saying it's taking time. But now my view is that I'm not giving hope. I'm not losing hope. I'll start losing hope after half of their term. 2.5 years. Because right now, we all know that Sepachi sa short. Let me use a nice word. But we can't use it as an excuse forever. And when you build something, we should give you time to build strong foundations. So Miala, I would say, after 2.5, if there is no movement, people are likely to get frustrated because excitement. One area which I feel can really frustrate Botswana is if after 2.5 years there is no indication of the jobs, because the most critical thing for all parents, the youth, so if they get it right on the jobs, there will be so much excitement. Well, the massive housing is quite gladdening, and already we see that there's movement. I think on the housing, they're going to get it right. The jobs. But so I want jobs.
Missy, when you articulate more can post just past weekend when that's a little bit 1,000 houses per constituency.
Let's wait and see.
Taking you back, especially on the issue concerning job creation, we have a trending issue. Those at times it seems as if it can be overlooked. We have freshmen, first years being absorbed in different tertiary schools. But then before they even get to finish their final year, or before they even get to do second year, they get to realize that probably their school of choice is not accredited with BQA. So how can they be helped so they get in line with what they wanted to do?
That's a very profound issue, and obviously it's discouraging for an individual who maybe don't know sponsor or cannot sponsor however, with all the hope, you find that but look, Personally, I have a lot of confidence in the initiatives that the new minister is doing. I think he's doing a good job. Some of these things, they require to be brought to his attention so that he deals with them. But so far, I'm happy that he seems to be people-oriented. Somebody that I know, I've interacted with him in my past life. We have been together in the Public Accounts Committee. I've traveled with him. I've had him in a lot of meetings, tertiary, and I think he's on top of things. But I think some of these problems, they need a sit down with the minister, because it's very discouraging. I can allow us now to spend some sleepless nights or pass only to find that no, that can be discouraging.
And then the final one said,
yes, ma'am.
What do you think will happen in 2029?
2029, here I come. Well, yeah, that's a big one. I think something very beautiful is going to happen in 2029.
Are we going to be seeing?
I can't avoid but hell, I think something very beautiful is going to happen in 2029. That's as far as I can go. But Botswana will contribute to that beautiful thing.
No one say, "Why can't you reproach that coalition governments?"
I can't predict. I can't predict. But what I can say is that the performance of this government in these 5 years will determine, I agree, His Excellency, even the Vice, the boss, the voter, they are the boss, some politics. So how they fare or perform in these 5 years will determine how it's the boss was ring. Baba Lintemba Zuelela Kana Rahobata, the rebranded former government, or do we try a new government? That one is dependent on Botswana. I don't want to predict, but what I'm sure about is that 2029, something extremely beautiful is going to happen.
Finally, sir, in closing remarks, everyone is going through something or the other, not just nations or countries. So I believe that challenges are a step ladder to almost everyone's success. So what can you say to those who are going through one thing or the other, but believing that it's their end? How can you encourage them to keep on going?
I agree that life is hard. But personally, I'm a believer in not giving up. Yeah, I don't believe in giving up. Giving up for me is not an option. And I would encourage whoever is going through a similar situation, let's not give up. That's why I composed a song that says, Uskai Tobo. Never give up. Never give up. Yeah, that's the song that I can encourage somebody. We believe that there is a light and hope at the end of the tunnel. Let's not give up. It's too early to give up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers. Do join us again. We'll be here again. So please prepare the questions that you'll be having for Attorney Chuchu Mchunga, the nation builder. We thank you for joining us, and those who will be joining to watch the rebroadcast of this. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.